And welcome back. Welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. We got a crypto today that you've seen before, but what you haven't seen before is some of the use case for this particular crypto. We're going to hear from the founder of SealsQ. That's been in the news a lot lately on the Crypto Hulk channel. The HBAR, SealsQ, WiseKey, all this fits in together. You got Ripple as a partner of Hedera, and Hedera is working with SealsQ, which in turn is WiseKey and Wise Satellite. All of it comes together. That's what we're trying to look at today. We're going to deal with an energy token that is on the Hashpack wallet. I have a website for it here. It's called Energy Trade. Let's look at their website here. Let me copy paste it. I'm going to show you that first, and let me go back. First 5 people to the show: Mike Evans, Brian Edwards, 552 Man, Lester, Gunner, we've got the Gunner, Thomas, TK. Now we got Ricky IP. Welcome to the entry level membership. Welcome here, Ricky. Hope you learn a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, you will. TJ Smith, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. He says, Hulk, you and your show and being a $500 member has made my crypto journey bloody amazing so far. I love it. Thanks. You are the man. Well, I'm trying. Hey, Hulk, I missed the show from last night. It was 1 a.m. United Kingdom time, but I can't see the live chat with the links to the documents you shared. I don't have control of it. Oh, what we should probably do, let's go ahead and do this. Everybody go to your phone, find the YT phone app. I've got something called YT Studio that is part of my channel. So I've got you won't have that. It's for like developers or content creators. How fucking stupid is that shit? But go ahead and remove anything YT, and then we're going to reload it again. That will help when there's problems with YT. I should be doing this 3 times. I used to do it like 3 every day, actually. But I'm going to do it right. Meow. Keep your subscription, of course, when it asks you keep subscription. Now I'm going to load it back in. There's the YT. There's the YT Studio. Okay, that one. Let me load. Sometimes it helps when you do stuff like this, when you reload and delete and reload. Now, this is interesting. You do that. Hold on. Oh, son of a bitch. Are you serious? Okay, that shit's doing that again. Wow. See, I've been having problems with my YouTube app. And it's doing stuff. Let me reload it again, because it wouldn't allow me to do a live stream from the phone or post any video. It would do dumb shit like so. I'd have to log into another account that I have and then log back into my original, and then it would allow me to post videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to load into one of my other accounts. Okay. But now I'm going to get out of that account. Yeah, I will have to do this another time. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. So let's talk about this one. You've got this energy token right here. Energy Trade's purpose is to help build Web3 product technologies. So what we're seeing here, this is a Web3 product. That means you're not going to get rich today or tomorrow on this crypto, okay? This is for Web3. It comes later. When all the crypto laws are passed, you might even be looking at 2 to 3 years down the road with this. I don't know. I've been waiting 5 years for crypto to do something. So just thought I'd let you know. The future of tokenized energy. Now, this is massive right here. ETT is a Hedera-based token. Its utility operation is a multi-use token used in both the technical and DeFi means. Hedera was chosen for its carbon negative stance, extremely low energy use. I will let you kick around this token here on their website. It's Kaspa, Kaspa. So it's working with them. It's built on Kaspa, and it has a Hedera partnership to it. So that's what I also thought was interesting. You've got Kaspa mixed up in this. Now, if you go to the Hashpack website, it's called Energy Trade Token. And I'll give you the token ID if you want to type it in. Let me take a look here. Right chair. Energy Trade Token. And let's watch a very short video. It's on YouTube. Actually, I'm going to play it, I think on my phone maybe. I'll give you the video here, the link, and then I'll play it on my phone so that I can narrate it. There's that video there. It's called Advancing Quantum Resistant tech. Oh, wait, seals. I don't know if I can play it off my phone. I think I could. Hold on. One last thing, and I'll just play it. I'll let you guys just watch it on your own. Yeah, let's just play it because I can't get my phone to work. Here we go. So what we have is you have the founder of Seals Q right here. And this guy's talking about he's holding his microchip device, and it's in Dubai. Now, what Seals Q did is they hooked up in Spain and the Middle East. And what we got is they have this device that's going to go on satellites and all kinds of devices. Let's watch. He's announcing a semiconductor factory in Abu Dhabi, and they already have one in Spain, and it's going to have these microchips in this this little motherboard kind of thing, and it stops quantum attacks. So he said this is the second operational center they have. So one factory is in Spain, and the other one's here in Dubai. He shows a picture of the actual semiconductor that's going to stop a quantum computer attack. Now, Seals Q is a company. You can buy its stock. It's LAES. When this thing rolls out, that stock's going to go nuts. And you're going to be like, damn, I was watching this on Crypto Hulk when that stock was $2.60. Pretty soon you'll see it be like $100, $200, $300, $400, $500,000, $5,000. I don't know how much it's going to go up to. But let's keep watching. It's a post-quantum semiconductor made by Seals Q. And I showed you yesterday that this right here was Seals Q is a Hedera partner. And of course, Hedera is a Ripple partner. Let's continue. He says this semiconductor will be able to stop a quantum computer attack. That's going to be amazing. To where pretty much all our phones are going to have all that shit. Think about when every device in the whole world is going to have that in it. Do you know how much that's stock? Do you know how much Hedera and all their, because Hedera is making the technology. Seals Q, I want you to understand something. Seals Q provides the hardware and some software, but Hedera provides the software, obviously. When they're Ripple partners, that Hedera technology, you know they're using Ripple technology. They're not going to be like, oh, nope, Ripple, you're not going to get involved in this one. So you got Hedera with Ripple and Algorand. Ripple's also a partner at Chainlink. So you got all these companies, and then the other cryptos, I don't even know about the connections. See how big this one is going to get? And they're putting it into this microchip, and it's going to go in every single device that you want to get quantum protected. Let me push play again. He says you're going to be able to install this in all sort of devices. One of the focuses is going to be on solar energy. One of the uses they're first going to start with is solar and energy transfer. Oh, shit. That's where this energy transfer token comes from. So that's what they're working on now. That's their first project, okay? Putting it into solar panels and different electrical panels around the world and shit. And to utilize this device for cryptocurrency and energy trade token. Let's continue. This technology that he has will be added to basically the whole world's solar panels. They'll be able to transfer electricity tokens. That's what he's talking about right here. Talking about Seal Coin as well. We got that one too. We got it covered. Seal Coin. We talked about that one yesterday. I didn't want to talk about all these at once today because too many tokens. So today's token is the energy trade token. Here's the founder, Charles Morera. He's the founder of Seals Q, and he's talking about how this energy trade token type deal, it's going to help, and the Seals Q is going to help go from machine to machine. So machine to other phones, satellite to satellite shit, and stop any kind of quantum computer hack. He said the possibilities are endless in how this gets used, okay? It's all going to be connected to that microchip. And that microchip, again, is made by Seals Q, who's a Hedera partner, who's a Ripple, Algorand, Chainlink partner, all that stuff. They're putting all of it together. Like I said, for a long time, all good cryptos will work together. If it's a good crypto, they're all going to integrate together. That's what we're seeing now, a big integration. I've been in crypto for like 5 years. When I first got into crypto, there's all these islands, but no bridges. There's all you got this crypto project there, that crypto project's over there. Now what we're seeing is Ripple's coming together. Everything, I want you to watch. Everything is coming to merge on top of the XRP ledger. I'm seeing it all coming together. Ripple's got like all these crypto partners now, and they never had this a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. None of that. Now all of a sudden, we're seeing all this right here. Now we're seeing you got Seals Coin working with HBAR coin, working with more than likely energy trade token coin. And we all know that Ripple's hooked up again with the Algorand and the Chainlink. All these looks like are all coming together. Let's keep going. He's talking about Seal Coin and Wise. You can buy stock in Wise Key. Mr. OG can put that up, but let's keep going. He says, you want to be ready before quantum computers arrive. So that was the video on that. It's a you'll have to watch it on your own. Let me share it again. Okay, so it's like a 2-minute video. It's a very short video, but I just wanted to show you that is where this energy token stuff comes in. There it is right there. Now, this crypto is difficult to get. The crypto energy token is tough to get. And, oh, dang, what do we got here? Another person renewed their membership. No, we got a brand new one. Crypto Banana finally hopping. I'm trying to get finally hopping on to the $500 club. Let me get the list of people. I'll just have to write you down here. Oh. Okay. Let me put your name on here. Crypto Banana. I just wanted to make sure that was the right one. Today's the 11th. Yeah. Okay, so Crypto Banana, what you have to do is this. It really helps if you go to X and do something kind of like this. Hi, Crypto Hulk. This is Crypto Banana from YouTube. Okay, this makes it very easy for me to find you and all this. On September 11th, during your morning show at about the 20-minute time frame, I donated $500 to be a member. Here's a couple screenshots that only I can. Don't do a screenshot of what the chat is right here. Please don't do that, because I'm going to be like, oh, God. Because you'll get destroyed in trade. If you can't follow simple directions, then you got a problem. Go to your account that I cannot see and take some pictures of your payment, okay? And then send them to me. I've had people take the screenshot of the chat, and it's like, can't anybody just do that? Like, are you seriously doing that? Sending me that screenshot? I'm like, wow, this person's going to get destroyed when they start trading because they don't have any common sense. So take a picture of your private account where it shows that you've paid. And that's the YouTube page, not your Visa, not your MasterCard, whatever the fuck. And welcome back again. We are live. Looks like YouTube shut us off, but we had to get back on again. Talking to Crypto Banana. So again, hi Crypto Hulk. It's Crypto Banana on September 11th at about the 20-minute mark of your show. And on September 11th in the AM, you gave a donation. So contact me. Now it's at Crypto Hulk 19. Listen carefully. At Crypto Hulk 19. The C and the H are capital. It's all one phrase. Got it? Okay, there you go. Go find me on X and we'll hook it up. So we were talking about this energy trade token. And that video right there, Bill Quackenbush, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. We got Larry. Larry, could you check on my membership? I did it at the beginning of September, 4th live show last Thursday. Again, Larry, do the same thing I just told the other gentleman, please. That would greatly help. I want to know, like, the show title, what minute it was, because I can't watch the whole video to try to find it. So you got to go back and find it. It's the 20-minute mark. It's the 25-minute mark. That would greatly help. Give me the day, date, time, the time that was on there, show title, and I'll look in there and I'll find it and get back to you. If you don't give me information, I'm not looking it up, because I'm not sitting there for an hour watching a show trying to figure out where your donation is. Not going to happen. All righty then. Yeah, so that's Carlos Moreira. He is the CEO of SealsQ, and that crypto, that's what the use case is. Transferring energy on and off different grids and stuff like that. I know it doesn't sound like super exciting, but that's what that crypto has, a real world use case, and it's hooked up with Caspa. And with that crypto will be very, very interesting. Okay. I mean, you got to have energy or the crypto don't work, right? I mean, so it's kind of like the basis. Energy is everything. So that crypto there is one to hold. And as this crypto unfolds and we get into Web3 and stuff, that's when that crypto is going to take off. 46 JDMA, gracias Hulk. Thank you very much. What's the contract address for? Wow. Okay. If you go to Hashpack Wallet, you're going to need to know how to find the crypto. Now, there's a couple ways. You can type in energy trade token, and if that doesn't work, then you can put in the token address to find it, to buy it. So there you have it. Everything we do, if we go to, let's say, CoinGecko, and you look at a crypto, how do you know you're buying the right one? Maybe there's more than one energy trade token, right? Oh, yeah, Crypto Hulk, you're right. So if you have a token address, you have the exact token that is. There could be 50 energy trade tokens, right? There could be 50. How do we know we got the right one? The contract address. Oh, wow, Crypto Hulk. That's fucking brilliant. Okay. You got to use the contract address. You've got to use the contract address. Now, these are easy. These contract addresses are Seal HTS is up to $4. Hoo-wee. Man, I thought when I was buying that shit for like $30 or whatever the fuck it was, I thought that was expensive. Now this shit's up to $4. It's up to $4. And let's take a little look here. So one of the things I wanted to say before I move on is my name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Everything on the show is complete bullshit. I don't do any research. I don't even do any deep dives. Heck, I just get on the show. I have Chat GPT figure all this shit out for me. You know, I have no idea what's going on with this crypto stuff at all. And lastly, I'm high 24/7. Before every show, I get really high. Cocaine, heroin, all these kind of bad drugs. I do them. I pop them, snort them, sniff them. Everything you can imagine. This program is designed to educate. So with these different cryptos we talk about, all I'm doing is I'm teaching you about what's available. What do they do? What are their use case? What were they designed for? Stuff like that, okay? So the Carlos Morera is talking about the trading of the energy tokens and stuff, and got Seals Q involved in all this too. That's why there's Seals HTS crypto. And let me check my messages here. Create one. Okay. And one of the things I was going to bring up is I'm not going to talk about anything specific that happened lately. But what we have to watch is this. When we have a problem with free speech in the United States, and when you're not allowed to have free speech, that's a bad thing. And one of the problems we have is when you have a country where you're not free to express thought, you walk down a road that leads to totalitarianism. When people can't express, see, that's why we have the First Amendment. Why is it the First Amendment? Think about this. It's the freedom of speech. You know, freedom of speech is the bedrock of our, like, I took logic classes in college, logic, critical thinking, speech class, stuff like that. What I learned about the Greeks is they would meet at these places and they'd have public discourse. They challenge ideas. Imagine that. Imagine challenging other people's ideas. You'd get people and they'd have I can't remember exactly how many people would show up at these events, maybe hundreds, like in a little Coliseum type deal, right? Like a small little Coliseum. And they'd challenge their ideas with each other. And if you didn't believe something, you'd have to debate. And that is kind of where we got the importance. We know that the importance is free speech. And we've got people there outside now doing things to stop other people from having free speech. And that's like all bad. And one thing I wanted to tell you is that your rights to hold crypto. Now, here's another thing. Now this goes back into, we can't say this, we can't say that. We're forced to get a shot. You can't say anything bad about the shot. You see what I mean? Like, whoever's giving these orders isn't allowing people to just express their opinion. Like, this whole free speech thing is going out the window. It's like, for the longest time, for 4 years, the Democrats just shut down crypto completely. We couldn't buy crypto, sell it. It was all bad. Gary Gensler wouldn't. He had everybody scared. Remember? Is it a security or something like that? Yeah, and that's where this thing was going. Now, I have a question. How do you know they're going to let you keep your crypto? Oh, man. Right? How do you know they're not going to take your crypto away from you? That's why I got the law firm, the Anderson Advisor Law Firm, because how do we know when these crypto laws are passed, are you going to be able to keep your crypto? I am. You see, right now, there's no crypto law. There is no law. So the lawyers are putting together whatever they do in the legal world, and they use their legal mumbo jumbo talk, okay? And they have a Crypto Hulk plan, a Crypto Hulk investor plan deal, and you put your crypto in there, and it's locked up nice and tight and safe. That's what we got going on at Crypto Hulk Show. So I encourage you to look into that link. Go down to the bottom of my video right there, and you'll see the lawyer. Click on that, call them up, set up an appointment, and get that thing going. Let's go to the next article here. Let's go to Nomura. There's some big things going down. We got that Seals Q. We can. Citibank. Oh, man. Let's do a copy and a paste. Joe Money says donation towards Zoltar's drug habit. So here's your Citibank article here, which is very interesting. Citibank has been hiring from Nomura. Now Nomura is like a financial organization. They're partners with SBI, and that's a Ripple partner from day one. So they're very chummy. They're using Ripple technology. It's late in the year, but Citibank has been making some new hires for its foreign exchange options business. The new recruits have come from Nomura, whose foreign exchange option business lost various people earlier this year. Some sources say Citi has hired Nikolai Frolov from Nomura. So basically, you've got people that have left Nomura to go work at Citibank. Because why? Citibank's getting ready. They want to start selling crypto. That's basically what it is, okay? Let's just come out and say what it is, okay? You got Deutsche Bank. Look, all the biggest banks in the world now, they are all getting set up with crypto. And see, some of you guys are like this. Now, it doesn't make sense, but I want you to think your thought patterns. You're like, well, crypto prices are cheap right now. I'm not excited. Okay. I understand that. But the banks, what I'm trying to show you now is the banks, like Carlos Mororia. He just got done telling you that the microchip thing that they made, which stops quantum attacks, that's not a big deal. They're the only one in the world really right now selling this thing. The only one. That stock's going to go crazy. But they're going to put it in pretty much every device they can. Everything in the world, like your phone. I got 2 phones. The next Apple phone's probably going to have that microchip in there. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. If these crypto prices go up right now, we're all priced out. It's done. You see what I mean? It's done. It's over. Now, it's good for people that already have the crypto. All right. But the other people that don't have it, and some of you are like, well, I don't care. And that's fine. But I'm just showing you, like, if you get what you want, it may not be the best thing. Right now, I'm in the accumulation phase. At one point, once I got my XRP in 2020, I stopped buying up until probably January of this year. That's like 4.5 years or something. I didn't buy any crypto at all. I bought my XRP and VeChain, that was it. And then all of a sudden I learned over the years, and then I got hooked up with Caleb Brown, and now I know there's institutional custody where nobody can hack into it. Then I'm like, I'm buying. So that's what I do right now. So here we have Citibank. Here we have an article showing you what Citibank is doing. They're hiring people that are crypto friendly from Nomura and bringing them over to Citibank because they're talking about foreign exchange options. Citibank's getting into crypto, everybody. This is like the second biggest bank in the world. Now, what is people texting me? Okay, not important. Now, what are the connections here? Let's go through here because these are some extremely large connections. The article is from eFinancial Careers. It discusses Citibank's recent hires. Citibank recently is hiring foreign exchange people to deal with crypto. That's what's going on. Specifically from Nomura, Ripple, SBI Ripple partner. Now, Citibank has been mixed up in what they call Project Guardian. You could look this up. It was in Singapore, and it's something called Project Guardian. What is this? It's a bank of international settlements. Okay, now why is that important? Because that's a Ripple partner. This gets so huge. Like, this goes from being a boring article to massive very fast, okay? You're dealing with the second biggest bank in the world. Maybe the third, but the third biggest bank in the world. They're working on getting set up to sell crypto. That's how you get rich, okay? Now, we are all prospectors looking for gold. What's happening is Citibank knows they've got to get set up for crypto. It's almost as if all the biggest banks in the world are now quietly getting together to sell crypto. And the average person has no idea. It's very, very interesting. Now, there's a project here some years back called Project Guardian. Who was leading this project? The Bank of International Settlements. What is that? They're the bank that sets bank policies for every country in the world. Not a big deal to you, huh? So this biggest bank that controls all the banks in the world comes up with a project to test crypto. It's called Project Guardian. It's already done, I believe, okay? And it's working with Citibank and these other banks to test foreign exchange. And there's cryptos involved in this that help facilitate it. One will be R3 Corda platform, and that will be the XDC crypto. This you have in Project Guardian, you have Avalanche. That's the first crypto that's involved in this project, okay? Next, you have the DTCC. Oh, shit, there's the XDC connection. DTCC partners with Citibank on tokenizing private assets. Are you hearing me? This is all crypto. All this Citibank stuff. Let me get into the DTCC. Let me show you the evidence right here. You do a copy and a paste. Look at that article right there. I want you to look at the third line from like the front or like from the top. What is that talking about in there? R3, right? R3 Corda. That's XDC crypto. What is the DTCC? They had something called Project Ion. And this project is going to help about the top 20 countries of the world, all their stock exchanges, like derivative exchange, financial services. DTCC has selected R3 Corda. That's the XDC crypto. I sure hope you have that. It's only 8 cents. Now, who's involved in this? Oh, just Barclays, America's oldest bank called BNY Mellon, Charles Schwab, Citadel, Citibank, Credit Suisse, Fidelity, only the biggest payment processor in the world, Fidelity, not a big deal. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, the world's biggest bank is involved in this. That's not a big deal. Morgan Stanley, shit like that, Robinhood, State Street, just a bunch of companies you've never heard of, okay? That's how big this is with Citibank. They're getting ready with cryptocurrency. Let's look at who Fidelity is. Look at this one right here. Fidelity is involved. Let me click out of that one. If you look at the top of the page, FIS, what does that mean? Fidelity, National Information Service. Who are they? Well, in 2019, they became the largest processor and payments company in the world. That's who they are. Now, if you look down below under mergers, acquisitions, and divestments, you'll see WorldPay. WorldPay is right there, okay? Why is that important? Now, Fidelity just recently sold off WorldPay, but Fidelity is utilizing Ripple cryptocurrency. Let's take a look here in this article. In that article right there, you can clearly see that they have a patent. So WorldPay has this patent. Fidelity owns it. So Fidelity basically has the patent, and they're involved with Citibank. They were involved in Project Guardian, and Citibank needs help doing their foreign exchange. Let's see who else is involved. I think there's a company called Wisdom Tree. Let me look here. Barclays is involved. Wow. Yeah, Citibank's getting ready to get this crypto together. Like, now is the time. If you ever wanted to get in crypto, you're at the very end before they have these crypto laws come in. Now, in Citibank here, you've got what cryptos? Avalanche, like we said, is helping Citibank. DTCC, which is a depository trust clearing corporation, they work on the derivatives for all of the top 20, like the G20, the top 20 countries in the world. They work for them. And then you have a company called Wisdom Tree. They're mixed up with Citibank to help them with FX. That's what my research is showing right here. A company called Wisdom Tree. Let's take a look at their page, because guess what? They're stellar partners. Oh, shit, Cryptoholic. I'm telling you what, all three of these cryptos, XDC, XRP, and XLM, I have a feeling those three are going to be the top cryptos of the entire world. And because they're mixed up in all of this stuff. So as you can see right there, that looks like stellar. Go down to like the second, what paragraph is that? Like the fourth paragraph. It says, today, USDW operates on the Stellar blockchain within Wisdom Tree Prime. We also know that Franklin Templeton Investments is running on Stellar as well. Now we got Citibank working with those companies there. The DTC Stellar is right in there, everybody. So look, I don't have Stellar. I've never really been a fan of it. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just I don't own any, because I have Hedera, I have Ripple, I've got XDC, I've got Algorand, and I just don't feel the need to have, too many of these ISO cryptos. I don't want to overbuy the ISOs. So there's that article there. Let me click out of that one. I went over Fidelity and WorldPay. Here's your Nomura right here. So Citibank's working with Nomura. I realize now that Nomura broke off with SBI. That's fine. But there was a partnership at one time, and they're utilizing all the Ripple technology. But there's that article right there. So see, look at the title right here. Nomura and Ripple partner. Nomura and Ripple partner, SBI Holdings. They're working together basically. And this was back in 5 years ago. Right there, Nomura. So Nomura is working with SBI Holdings. SBI was there from day one with Ripple. I already showed you that about 2-3 days ago. I showed you a page where Nomura and Ripple are like all together working as a partner. And let's go to our next article here. We got that one done. Let's see how Wecan is doing. Oh. It's still about the same place it was left off yesterday. Yep. There you have it. That's tied in there. That's a critical one. Make sure you own make sure you have some exposure to Wecan, because that one is tied right in there with HBAR, Seals Q. It's all in there together with that. Let me take a look. Where is, we got 13 minutes. Oh, I pulled it. XRP Shaman says, I really do love this emoji. And it shows a pile of shit. I was just reading the comments here real quick. Gold and silver in the wallet. Now, the next, I'm trying to see here, but the next article has got, let me see, one of the biggest institutions in the world. We got here, Brazil's largest private, this goes all the way back to Ripple from day one. I want you to see what's going on right here. Brazil's largest financial division. It's a financial company called Itaú. Unibank. So Unibank. Itaú Unibanco, Brazil's largest private asset manager, launches a crypto-focused division. The new unit, led by former Hashtag executive, will operate with Itaú's multi-desk structure. It's going to oversee $21 billion in assets. Itaú Asset Manager, Brazil's largest, has formed its first ever dedicated crypto division. Everybody, are you seeing what's going on? We just got done with one of the biggest banks in the world setting up crypto foreign exchange. Okay. Now we're looking at Brazil, the largest financial institution in Brazil, setting up with crypto. Are you seeing this? They're getting set up, everybody. Crypto will not take off until they're done. Do you not understand this? It's kind of like, You drive up to a McDonald's, they have a construction site and they're building a McDonald's. You're trying to go in there and eat. It's not open yet. They're telling you, Brazil right now, the largest financial company is telling you they're building their crypto division. They're forming it. Look, it's already done. I'll tell you, it says it has formed. That means already done. Itaú Unibanco, Brazil's largest private asset manager, has formed, past tense, its first dedicated crypto division. That means they're getting it ready to set it up to sell. After they start selling and this thing takes off, that's how we get rich. This is why I'm showing you this right here. It's like Citibank's getting set up. Wisdom Tree, all these companies, they're all getting set up. We're watching it happen right in front of our eyes. The crypto prices are cheap. That's good. It allows you to get in cheap. If this thing were to take off, hey, I still need some time. I'm accumulating crypto just like you. And I like these cheap prices. And every month I get a little crypto allowance. I get to go out and buy some more and then some more. And then one day, bam, this thing takes off. Now, if we look at Unibanco, Brazil's largest, if I scroll through here, here's the partners. Listen to the partners here. Hashdex is a partner. Amazon Web Service. It says Itaú uses Amazon managed blockchain. Guess what? Ripple and Amazon are partners. Let's look right here. I'm showing you all these connections. This Itaú Unibank wants to sell crypto. There it is right there. Amazon Web Service is a partner. Guess what? Ripple. Itaú has Ripple integration with RippleNet for faster cross-border payments. Wise, there's a company called TransferWise. Now it's called Wise. I did that one the other day. That's all mixed up with Ripple as well. That's the company that tries to pretend that they don't know anything about crypto, but yet they're all deep with Ripple, but they're acting like they don't know. That was like 2 days ago we did that one. Then you got the DTCC. Oh, look here. The DTCC is working with Itaú. We just learned that's XDC. There, I got to wrap that one up. That article's done. I'm not going to get into this article. I got to get the show over because I got this appointment lined up to have the car fixed. Here's a page right here. It's called the International Ripple Business Association. I want you to look through there because you got all these Brazilian connections. Ripple was in Brazil like 12 years ago. I got all the evidence right here. I want you to see this title right here. It's the first Ripple gateway. When did Ripple first hit Brazil? 2013-14. Look right here. Here's the article right here. You can read for yourself. It's on CoinDesk. Latin America's first Ripple gateway. When was it, Crypto Hulk? June 12th, 2014. There's your article right there. Damn, Crypto Hulk. So Ripple's been there the whole time. Yep. Actually, Ripple's been in Brazil since 2013. I have evidence right here that no other channel has. Let me show you this piece of evidence. It's called Ripple LATAM. It's in that article I just showed you right there from CoinDesk. This here you can find on my posts page. Go to my tabs that say posts. You've got copyright 2013, Ripple Latin America. You can read that little page. I know it looks kind of basic, but that's what they had back then when they first started. Ripple also met with, oh, look at this. Ripple met with the Central Bank of Brazil with behind the door closed meetings. Now, let me explain something to you. How the hell, let me ask you a question. Has any crypto company ever met with a Central Bank of Brazil? No. Here's the article here, Cointelegraph, June 3rd, 2020. Ripple and Brazil's central bank hold closed door meetings. Now, 1 year later, all of a sudden Brazil comes up with a central bank digital currency. Here's the article for that. What a coincidence. They meet with Ripple, and then 1 year later, they come out with a CBDC. There's that article proof right there. A video conference between Bank of Brazil and Brad Garlinghouse and 3 other representatives can be seen at the central bank's headquarters. Mr. Garlinghouse's company Ripple opened an office in Brazil as well. You got that article right there. That is a wrap for today's morning show. I'll see all you guys. Hopefully I got a PM show lined up. I'm going to go look for some news later. But there you have it. We got some good cryptos to look into, and be ready for the future of finance because it's coming. And I showed you the biggest banks are all getting set up.